Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Frank Salas. I go by the name The Talented Mr. Salas, and we are doing a live interview with a student in our mastermind in the outsourcing B2B full stack marketing agency program. So, Josh Smith, introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I got in contact with Frank because I currently trying to start up a social media agency and become a consultant. I found that I did kind of need some direction and some help in terms of sales. So I got referred by people to Frank. So I contacted him and yeah, he's taught me a lot so far. And so far it's going really good.
Awesome, man. So we just finished your first week officially working together, and we got some good results. We got some tangible results in that first week. Talk to us about what happened in your first week of getting out there.
Yeah, so basically, I asked you for strategies, how to get clients because that was my biggest issue. So you gave me advice of, just start cold emailing, contact through social media, just contact them through as many outlets as possible. I implemented that, got my first meeting, phone call. So called him up, went through the processes, organized the meeting, and I got my first meet up within a week. So that was really good. I was really happy with that result.
I like how you pushed fast forward to that because that was like there was a bunch of challenges all along the way, every single step, but you just kind of pushed through. And that's the kind of tenacity that you're going to need to be working with business owners who are getting called on every single day, every single hour. And there was a lot of work that he put in just to get the lead. And then after you got the lead, we had a conversation about it. We did some strategy and we got
Yeah.
as prepared as we could. And then you walked into the place. And this is where I'm getting caught up. So tell me what happens when you walk into the place. Tell us about the business. What was the vibe like? How was he like? Break us down to your first ever like in-person B2B appointment.
Yep. So initially when I had the phone call, like he was the type of business owners like, okay, what do you want? What are you trying to sell me? Like he seemed like he just want to get straight to the point. So he kind of came off to me, not really like good person to work with, but I thought, okay, it's my first client. I'm going to learn a lot, so I'm going to give it a shot. So I went there. Um, I felt like I did connect with him a lot better in person, and I felt like I've kind of like won him over in that sort of way. So I felt like I was listening quite well. I listened to all of his concerns, and kind of understood what all of his problems were. So yeah, I felt like that was a very good part of the meeting where I was able to connect with them, and I think that's something that's very important is to get them to like you and to listen about their problems and to help them as much as possible. So I think I really did a really good job with that. So there was a lot of listening involved. So yeah, that was the start, and then onwards, I did a presentation. So I showed him, look, I told him straight up front, you got to be honest. That look, I'm just starting out. This is my first time. I'm just looking, to get testimonials, just to start out and go from there. So that was pretty much the process. I told him a bit of information of what I knew. I showed him what I could do, and yeah, he was happy with it. He said, "Look, yep, let's do this trial and go from there." So that's pretty much what happened.
Man, you're pressing fast forward on a lot of this stuff. I want to zoom into just
Yeah.
the different pieces of this because a lot of people are really scared to go through this path. And I got to commend you, Josh, for just taking the action and being an inspiration to a lot of people who want to do this stuff. So I want to backtrack a little bit. You get to the place, you're like, hey, I'm new and I want to show you some cool stuff and let me listen, which I thought was great. But he had a lot of concerns. Talk to us
Yes.
about his concerns. What were those like?
So it's obviously the biggest concern was like a trust. Like I'm just a random guy. He didn't want someone to come in. His business was like his baby. Like he cares about it so much, and he didn't want someone to ruin his reputation. So I had to, come up with strategies in a way to like, just to uh, like tell him that like, look, I understand that that is your biggest concern. That is also my concern too. I don't want to, ruin anyone's reputation. I want to help businesses. So that's how I kind of went about, that big concern he had, just to, reinforce the fact that that's my concern also. So that, I felt that was very good.
I like that. And anytime you get an objection from anybody in sales, but specifically business owners, you want to make sure that you agree with them and say, hey, you know what? I agree. My price is way too high. I know I'm super expensive. Just like agree with them and then do exactly what you did. Move them forward to the next step. As salespeople and business owners, it's our job to move people through our process to get them to doing business with you. So I want to zoom in. I'm sure there's a bunch of other objections. We'll go over those here privately. But then you said that you showed him what you could do for him. What exactly things did you demonstrate to this business owners to show him how you could increase his business and to get him to move forward in the next step with you?
Yeah, so basically, he told me what he was currently doing, and that was boosting Facebook posts. And I asked him, okay, look, have you ever tried running campaigns? He said, no, I've never tried it. We talked about how much he's spending and the type of ROI he's getting. Okay, and then I showed him, this is how I would run the ad. I showed him, look, with the audiences, the difference between boost posts and running an ad. Your boost posts, you're not positioning the ad in the newsfeed all the time. The ad could be in the top right, it could be in the bottom left. That's the main difference with boosting posts and running an ad. So I just showed him little things in terms of difference between running an actual ad compared to a boost post, and I felt that kind of got him intrigued to finding out what more I knew about Facebook, and he saw the value behind that, I believe. So that's how I kind of went around showing him.
I like that. I like that a lot. So perfect. Just address the concerns, show them different ways, and demonstrate value. And I feel a lot of people especially today's, social media world, they keep leading with, lead with value, lead with value. And what does that really mean? And this was a great real life example of saying, hey, this is what you're doing now as a business owner. And I know it's really easy to click this boost button and to give money to Facebook, but it's not the most efficient use of your money. Here's actually how I can take your dollars and specifically market and have your ad show up right on the phone. So it's not going to show up on like the right-hand column or like after 3 videos play, or if somebody's on, the Huffington Post reading on the 10 things why he's cheating on you or whatever. It's not going to show up there. It's only going to show up in the relevant places, and you're going to be able to do business with that business owner. So he's liking what you're doing. He sees the opportunity. He met you in person. You won him over. You listened to his concerns, and you demonstrated value. How do you move forward to the next step? How do you progress after that?
Okay, so I agreed with a 2-week trial with him, and I'm going to go through the results with him, and I'm going to show, look, this is the ROI, what I'm getting. This is how I can help you. This is how I can get you more customers or help you with your objectives. And how I'm going to do it is obviously show them results and then offer him a solution for the next campaign and just work for him from there. I'll obviously get his advice to see how he feels about it, and then I'll obviously say how I can obviously improve from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So just to confirm, you are doing a 2-week free non-paid trial, correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. And I like this strategy specific, and there's many other strategies. I have a setup fee for my fees. I have references. I've got testimonials, case studies, and I kind of come in at a different position. But if you're just getting started out and you're looking to get your first client, your first case study, your first testimonial, working for free for 2 weeks is going to do a few things. What that's going to do, it's going to give you a screenshot. So let's say this business owner wants you to set up a Facebook ad and doesn't ever want to do business with you, and whatever, it doesn't work out. Now you have that information, you have that screenshots, and you can take that information to another business owner in the same exact business niche and just provide services for them. You already have data and you already have information that are going to help you, close deals and land paying gigs. The goal for the 2-week trial is to, like Josh said, is to get in front of the business owner and show him results, report to him, every few days saying, hey, just want to let you know your ad is converting at 25 cents or 17 cents or a penny or 8 cents. We've reached these people and it's really hitting with this demographic. So for the first 5 to 7 days on any ad, I'm always collecting information. I'm seeing, are women in this part of the world with these interests interacting with this more than men? or vice versa. So that's kind of where we're going to show that value. And then after that 2 weeks, we'll have enough information to know, is this somebody that I want to work with? Because as you said earlier, it was kind of a challenge and there was a lot of resistance there, but it seems like you're working on them. You're working on that relationship and that's going good. So now you get to see, do I really want to work with this person? Because there's millions of business owners out there who are already advertising right now. So yeah, the goal is to just show them some wins, get some results. We're going to talk about that here privately. But yeah, for anybody who's listening to this and wants to jump into the social media or digital marketing agency, it's not easy, but it's very simple. I gave Josh precise examples. I gave him actual copy to send out to business owners and just said, do this. And he took the action and he got the results. So this person is interested in working with you. How does he feel about this now? Like, he's agreed to the trial. What is his vibe like now?
Yeah, like he seems a lot more open to it than first initially. So I feel like we're slowly, developing a good relationship, and there's trust there, and I think that's very important. You have to get that trust with the business owner, because you don't have the trust, then you're not going to get the business. So I think that's a skill that's definitely important, to get that trust and to listen to their concerns, and obviously have a solution for the concerns. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So I want to wrap up the chat with, at least the chat that we're going to record and then send out to people, with the opportunities. What kind of opportunities did you just see from being around that business owner? Where could you provide them service? Where's the revenue opportunity for you and him?
Yeah. So to be honest, I feel like he is like a pretty witty guy. I think he knows a lot about business. He explained to me a lot about business. I feel like, he's pretty switched on. He's an established business. It's not like it's a business where it's like a startup or they pretty clueless with their social media. Like, he knows, a bit of stuff, but I feel like there's still a lot of opportunity there with his website, like SEO. His website is, not the best, so there can be improvements there. Instagram, he's interested in Instagram, and I feel like I have quite a bit of knowledge in Instagram, so I'd definitely be able to help him in that way. So even though he is quite witty, I still believe there is a lot of opportunity. You just got to kind of navigate around that and just really listen to what he's looking for. And you definitely be able to find some services to provide for him.
Awesome. Well, hey, Josh, thanks so much for sharing your journey. What do you want to say to everybody who's thinking about going down this path? What would you tell them if they want to do this?
Definitely get on it. Like, as Frank said, like, it's simple. Like, you just got to put in the work. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot more challenging. Like, it is challenging, but I thought it was going to be a lot harder than what it actually is. Like, all is required is work. And if you guys are willing to put in the work, then you're going to see results. So yeah, if you want to see results, then put in the work.
I love it. All right, we're going to chat privately, and we may come back on this recording for you guys. I may not know, but thanks for jumping on with us. Yo, guys, welcome back. We're actually getting right into some really good stuff, and you're going to be here as we do some work. So there's going to be a lot less commentary and a bunch of work that we do. So right now, Josh is sharing his screen. He's going to be showing us his client that he's working with. He just landed a trial. And this guy's business, which is Fusion Pizza and More, his goal is to generate app downloads.
Okay.
So immediately right off the bat, with this picture that I see on the profile picture and the picture on the banner, it's not high quality, and you could either brand it to have their branding there to increase their brand awareness and that customer loyalty, or you could maybe make higher quality videos, because honestly, these image qualities aren't the best, and you want to always put your best foot forward online. So that could be something that you could immediately go out there and handle for them. Let's see. Perfect. So we got 6,000 likes. So I just want to break you through what I'm looking for. So he already gave you access to the page.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I love it, man. Okay, cool. So you're seeing all those goodies. Okay, perfect. So immediately you're seeing that he's getting some reach, and it's probably because of the boost that he's doing. He has some likes. He's getting some engagement out there. Let's scroll down just a little bit. He's using emojis, so he's savvy. Scroll down. He's got the phone numbers up there. All right, scroll down some more. He's got some great organic reach.
Yep.
Scroll down.
So this is like the app he's also promoting on his Boost posts.
Right. Okay. So there's an actual campaign method where you can get apps downloaded through a Facebook ad. So let's go ahead and create an ad. So he just has a link up there, and people are clicking on that link from that boosted post, and they're downloading the app, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. We're going to go through this here on the recorded call as far as we can. We're going to get a bit technical, and once we get technical, I'm going to shut off the recording because it's just a lot, and Facebook ad could change. And this is where all the magic happens, and this is why they pay Josh and I the big bucks. So we can't just give that out to you guys. So let's go ahead and create a campaign, and then obviously put up that page. App installs right there. Do you see that in the middle?
Yeah.
Perfect. App installs. And the thing I like about this is Facebook is really smart, and they want to, and I would name that just like pizza, installs trial or something like that. That way you know, because you're going to get a lot of different campaigns and probably different apps, and this will help you out down the line, especially for case studies, testimonials, screenshots. All right, choose the app that you want to promote. All right, cool. So here is where you want to take that URL that we had earlier from his Facebook page.
Okay. So he obviously has two. He has the Apple Store and Android.
This is great, and I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm glad you had notification that the distinction to be able to see both of those. So on Facebook, you can actually target ads to specific devices, so Android or iOS. So we're going to have to make individual ads for this per iOS. So one for Android and one for Apple operating system. So just copy one of those. Let's start with the Apple one first. And for any trial, I always start with Apple because people who have iPhones are typically bigger spenders and they're going to be bigger consumers. Okay, go ahead and put that in there. Boom. All right. I'm going to give you some, let's see. Perfect. So we got the app up there for the Google Play. So now this app is linked up directly through Facebook. So when they're on their phone and they're scrolling on their timeline, what you're going to see is you're going to see an ad, and there's going to be a button natively through Facebook. And when they click that button, it'll automatically take them to the Google Play Store to be able to download that. So great stuff. So we got the app linked up. Let's go ahead and scroll down. This is where we might want to do some split tests where you see, do you see this offer? This is something that's new, and it's not available in most countries. But go ahead and switch that on right there. And then make sure you put that pizza page. And then hit create offer. We're not going to create it. We're just going to, because we got to get approval from the business owner. But this is an example of a way for us to make some awesome promos. Like we could run a lunchtime special and only run this ad during lunch or dinner or Fridays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And we can say, hey, when you order through the app, you get extra cheese sticks or mozzarella sticks or something like that. And that could be a promotion or an offer that you guys have in order to drive sales. So what could happen is this could be a campaign, because this is a little bit complex, and this could be a campaign that you charge, a few $1,000s for a setup, and then have a monthly budget that's bigger than the $5 that he wants to do the trial run with right now, and really make this something that's good. So here's where you would have to have an irresistible offer. I think immediately buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half off, or like a mozzarella combo pizza, personal size, something cool. make it really good, I would put that up there to drive installs. For right now, we're not going to deal with it because we need to get approval. But that's something to have a conversation with your business owner. And this could be something that you could say, hey, look, we did a basic trial, and if you'd like for me to utilize all my talents and my marketing skills, I can do stuff like this. Because he probably doesn't know this exists. He's like, of course this would make my downloads go up. How do you connect it up? How do you sync it up? And he's really busy, and you're going to handle this for them. So let's go ahead and keep moving on to the next part, but I didn't want to show that. And actually, before we do, can you go back to that page and go to notification example? I want to show one thing. It's right next to the offer details page example. Go down just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
A little bit higher. It's on the top right-hand side in the middle. Right there. There you go. Click on that. Perfect. And so scroll down if you can. Yeah. So scroll back up. So this is going to show up on their timeline. And this is why you want to do it the way that that you're doing it, as opposed to a Facebook post. So right now, this business owner is doing a Facebook post and is just kind of throwing stuff out there. This is a very sophisticated marketing strategy where once they sign up, this little timeline or status update will show up on their timeline, and it'll remind them constantly saying, hey, you have an unused offer from Fusion, and this is going to automatically help you convert, help you get more sales, and show a lot more value to the business owner. So I did want to show you that before we jumped out to the next screen. Do you have any questions about making offers, or what would be a good offer, or how to even approach the business owner on how to come up with an offer?
Yeah. So yeah, how would you approach the business owner in terms of offers?
So honestly, this guy has a good page. He's got a lot of following, and he's spending money. Obviously, it's very obvious spending money on Facebook per week. You said about $1,400 he's spending per week is what you can guess. It looks about right. Definitely over 1,000. And knowing that and having that information, I would make them aware of stuff like this, but let them know, hey, this isn't included in the free trial. This is included in working with me on a paid service. And I would like to launch this as a campaign, because this is a very unique campaign that you're going to have to monitor. You're going to have to see, does this emoji convert? Does this offer work? What's the redeem rate? And you're going to have to track that for them and report to them. So the way that I would approach them is I would say, hey, this is a sophisticated marketing strategy. I'd love to try out a few different offers, see which one gets you more app downloads, bringing up his desire or his outcome. Say, this will help you get more. Here's why. Show him this notification example and how this is going to show up on their timeline. And then also show them how you can have different offers to people who have Google, to women with kids, to men with kids, to single professionals, for people who work in the different little office buildings in his area. You can create individual campaigns and offers to drive those app installs, which is his metric of the success of this trial, and be able to offer him this. So I would just say, yeah, if that's something you want to do, we can spend some time. I'll come up with some offers. Maybe you have some offers that'll work in the past. And then here is where you crowdsource the information. You want to go to Google. You want to go to Groupon, or if you guys like have a Living Social or any of those coupon or discount sites or daily deals. It just depends. You're in Australia. I don't really know what's over there, but those types of sites. Do you have Groupon?
Groupon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Groupon. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, get on those sites and then look to see what the pizza joints are making offers on. And those are really strong offers that a multi-million-dollar company like Groupon is using, that's already proven to sell in mass quantities with retailers. And that's called crowdsourcing other people's information. And I also like to think of it as standing on the shoulders of giants. You and I are boutique agency owners, and there's huge firms with millions in marketing budgets and research that have done a lot of the work for us. And if we learn how to leverage that, we can make more success for ourselves and our clients. So yeah, that's how I would bring it up. Say, look, this is definitely, let them know this is a part of my paid service, and this will help you get app installs, show them notification examples, and obviously him being a sophisticated business owner is going to see, oh, of course, my app is directly linked to that, because right now when they click on that, if they're on Android or Google, Facebook kind of shuts down, their phone thinks, and then it either goes to a web browser, more than likely, and then from that web browser, then it'll open up the Google Play or the Android store. or the iOS store. And that lag, that load up time, most people will say, I don't want to do this. I got a text message. Or Paris Hilton just sent me a Snapchat, or whatever that looks like. And now they are moving on from that. But here, when they click on download now, it'll automatically start downloading from their phone or to their phone from Facebook. And that's going to get you a lot higher conversions. So yeah, that's how I would bring that up. Was that clear, or did you need any more examples?
Yeah, no, that was very clear. That seems very good. Very good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you're going to work on it. You're going to make it sound your own. You're going to make it your vibe. But let's jump off and move forward to the next step.
Okay.
So for now, we're not going to create an offer because he hasn't paid for an offer, but we do want to let him know that the opportunity is available. And let's go ahead and go to the audience. So here, moving forward, Josh, is where I would like you to create an audience or use the save audience. Right now, we don't have a saved audience, but you want to have like different types of audience, like certain businesses that work in his area. And that way, if you need to do like a, company 1 promo, company 2 promo, you already have them targeted. Or for like a mom campaign or a dad campaign, or a singles campaign or a couples campaign, you would have those audiences already created. And because you're using a business that has one brick and mortar location, you can include that. So for right now, for the app download, let's go ahead and do what we did last time. And let's put some zip codes in there around his business. That'll work out. So for those of you guys who are catching us on the recording, I'm going to pause as we put some zip codes in. And when you see us return, we'll have the zip codes already implemented. All right, we're back recording. So we decided to go for the drop pin. And the way we got that was on the bottom right-hand side. We just select drop pin and we just dropped it in there. So now we have an audience over here on the right-hand side of 190,000 people. So in that radius of 5 miles of the business owner, there's about 200,000 people there. And we're going to do some targeting here in just a bit to narrow that down and get in front of the right people. But I think this is really, really good stuff. So scroll down. All right, so here's where we start to target people. Obviously, we want to show it to everybody, but here's where we start to target people. So where it says detailed targeting, let's go ahead and niche it down like we always do. For those of you guys who are in any of my courses or programs, you know that my theory is always to niche it down 4 levels. The faster you can niche it down 4 levels, the more result you're going to get, the more relevant score you're going to get to Facebook, which lowers your cost, which increases your organic and paid exposure. So we want to cast that net very wide. So right now we've already niched down 1 level. So we've niched down for everybody who lives within 5 miles of that business owner. So that's 1 level down. The next level is obviously, let's type in pizza right over here. All right, and then just select that, and then select a few different pizza places. And then if you scroll down, Facebook will have like, a bunch of stuff. And I like the Italian cuisine as well. And then do you see the suggestions down below, like pizza delivery, restaurants, fast food, spaghetti? I would just start selecting those. And if you notice, every time that he adds these interests, we're getting our audience changed just a little bit. So yeah, Papa John's, that's a pizza place here in America. All right, scroll down just a little bit more. I think that's good. Let's put fast food in there. And fast food restaurants. And pizza. What's pizza?
To be honest, I don't even know.
All right, fast food restaurants. All right, do you see right there where if you scroll down just a little bit, there was Pizza Hut that showed up under employers? Do you see that where it says Pizza Hut and the category was in employers? We don't want to put that because that's going to put our ad in front of everybody who works at Pizza Hut. So just keep that in mind as you're adding these things. Pizzeria, yeah, put in pizzeria, put in restaurants. Pizzeria. Restaurants. All right, perfect. So that's good. Now we're going to narrow it down some more. So go ahead and click out of there. And then do you see where it says narrow audience? You click on that. And then, so what this is going to do, it's going to say, okay, out of those 200,000 people, we want everybody that likes pizza and fast food, but because we want to promote an app that delivers food, and we want to make this a really high converting ad, what we want to do is we only want to show this ad to people in this 5-mile radius who like fast food and Italian food and pizza, and who also like Uber Eats, who also like the delivery apps that are in your area, like you know, we have Favor in America, so I don't know like what you guys have over there, but those types of businesses. And if you don't know what those are, this is where we would go to Google, and I like to look at Google and see what are the delivery apps out there. But there was one interest that is on here. If you go to where you're at right now and type in online food ordering, I believe is what it is. I think that's it might be different, or ordering food remotely or something like that. There we go, online food ordering, that's the one. So select that. All right, now look at the audience size on the right-hand side. It's thinking about it. Facebook's like, hold on, you narrowed this down a lot. So we went from 200,000 people to 1,000 people on there. So we got this really, really, really narrowed. So what are your thoughts right now when you see that 1,000 people?
It's very specific.
Yeah?
Very narrowed down.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Okay, I agree. And you're going to get a lot of conversions. You're going to get a super high relevance score to Facebook, which is going to make your marketing dollars go a lot further. Your client's going to see a lot lower cost per click, cost per lead, cost per engagement. You're going to have amazing screenshots to show your customers and potential prospects. And you're going to get people who are really, really interested in, who are living in that area, who like those foods, who are already interested in online food ordering. But 1,000 is a little too small, because as you can see with our current budget right now, which we are going to adjust, we're going to get in front of them basically in a day. And every day we're not going to spam those same 1,000 people, and they're not going to like our ad. So we want to grow that just a little bit. So, okay, see if you can type in Uber Eats right in there. Yeah, put in Uber Eats. Maybe if it's like one word. Yeah, no, it's not there. Okay. So what are some of the delivery apps that are
So
out?
the biggest one would be Menu Log here.
Is that it?
Yep, that's the one.
Perfect. What I would do is I would go to Google, like Deliveroo, Foodora. I can already tell. See, you told Facebook what you're looking for, and they gave you some information on that. So I would go to Facebook and I would go to Google and type in menu log, you know, best food delivery in Australia, people who like those apps. And
Yep,
now,
so Eat Now is a very popular one here too.
oh yeah, okay, Eat Now, perfect. So let's go back in there and type in Eat Now, and that might not be in there. Yeah, it's not in there. Oh, there we go, I saw it. What's up? Boom. So Menu Log got us to 4,000. Eat Now, what'd they get us to? 4,300. We grew 200 people. Perfect. All right, let's keep going. Let's add some more. Keep scrolling down. Foodora. Put in Foodora. See, Facebook had already gave that earlier. Gave that to us earlier. Foodora. I think there's only one D. There we go. Let's see how much that jumps up. And do you see that below? It went up to 5,000 people. It went up 700 people. Do you see that below where it says like Deliveroo, Delivery Hero, Home Delivery? Do you see that?
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so look at those. So just start selecting those, because even though we haven't researched them like we normally would, but you can kind of tell those are what those are from. So hit Delivery Hero. Let's see, scroll down a little bit more.
It could have it under maybe Uber here, like
yeah,
Uber Eats.
That's probably it. So do Uber.
Oh, Zomato. I'll do Zomato.
And then Food Panda, I saw. Yeah, Food Panda. What is Zomato? Do you know what Zomato is?
Yeah, it's sort of like a review type of platform, like for reviews.
For restaurants?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I think we'd you know what? Let's see how much did that go up with Zomato? It went up about 12,000. That's not bad. I think this is a great audience. I think if we delete Zomato, we might have an even more targeted audience, but we might want to split test this, and here's where we're going to get some information. So for now, let's go ahead and remove Zomato because it's not technically like a food delivery service, but it's kind of interesting or is in the same interest. So let's go ahead and work with these 23,000 people. So we went from 200,000 to 1,000 up to 20,000. How do you feel about this 20,000?
It seems very narrowed down, very specific. So it seems like, yeah, we're targeting very specific people, which is good.
Awesome. Now, normally, I would like for you to spend about another 30 minutes to an hour on the food delivery apps and build that up as much as possible. I think we're great right now. I think it's a little overkill. And because it's not yet a paying client, we don't want to put too much work into that because this will get us some really great results. But it's just a strong indication to show you and everybody watching this that you can really do some damage with Facebook if you know exactly what to market. So Josh, you and I, every time we talk, we always do the 4 exercise drill. I'll give you a niche and you'll give me 4 levels down, no matter what. And anybody listening, that skill is marketing. If you can master that with doing a psychoanalysis or understanding the wants, needs, desires, fears, anxieties of your target customer, then you'll be able to be successful in any marketing campaign. So let's go ahead and scroll down and we'll do some optimization of the ad now. All right, so here's where we're going to do our really ninja stuff that I can't really share to everybody, but we'll be coming back to you once we get that. But what we are going to do is we're going to edit our placements and only put it to the relevant areas where we're going to be very likely to get these app downloads. All right, we did some super secret targeting. We are going to narrow it down a little bit more. Go ahead and keep scrolling down. Do you see right there where it says specific device? Because this ad, or because Facebook knows that you're doing a Google ad, it's only going to show this to Android devices. So here is where you have to make a decision. Do you want to advertise on both tablets and smartphones, or do you just want to advertise on smartphones? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think the majority are going to just have on smartphones. Like I don't believe Android tablets are that popular. So for me personally, I would just target the smartphones.
100%. Go ahead and hit an X on that tablet. And for those of you guys watching this, and for your future reference, Josh, if I was in a situation like this where I didn't know the answer, what I would do is I would create that same exact audience. So I would go to business.facebook.com, audience insights. I would put that address in. I would put those targets just like that. And I would look at the information that Facebook gave me to say, are these people on Android, iPhone, smartphones, or tablets? And then make my decision with that data. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect. Cool, man. And obviously, you can do people with different versions of operating systems. So let's say you had a high-tech app, and you only wanted to work with people on the new iPhone 7 Plus because it was like a game. Here's where you would select, and I know that was an Android or iOS device or an Android, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. So let's go ahead and scroll down. And this is where we get a little crazy. So before we get into the budget and the schedule, right now you can see that the daily budget is at 40 Australian dollars per day. At that budget, we'll get in between 2 to 6,000 people that we'll put our ad in front of every single day. So every 10 days, somebody in that area is going to see your ad. What this is going to do is bring up your frequency score and let Facebook know that you're showing up to the right people, and it's going to promote your stuff even more. So that being said, we're running a trial for our customer, and he hasn't agreed to 40 Australian dollars per day. He's agreed to 5 Australian dollars per day. And here's where you want to show your client. When you drop your budget, you're going from 2,000 to 6,000 and now we go to 5. Now what does that look like? Perfect. And yeah, and for apps, you have a minimum budget for something like this. So that might be something that you can explain to them, or you could do a lifetime project on that. That could be another way, or a lifetime budget. That could be another way to do that. So, and every currency is different. So if you're in the UK, there's different minimums. In the United States, there are different minimums. So it just depends on your currency that you're using. And then also the goal. So if we went all the way back and made this into a video, that would be more likely to be able to do the $5. But if you want to have the specific campaign to install apps, that's your minimum. But yeah, let's just go ahead and say 40 for right now, or even better. Let's do a lifetime budget. Let's do a lifetime budget. So go to the left, click on that, and do lifetime budget, and put $70. They're probably gonna say yeah. Oh, because of the time. You see right there where it says the date and schedule right below? And I'm going to hit pause as we work this out. All right, we got our budget all in order. And now right here is where we're going to do some optimization. Facebook likes to charge you the most amount of money as much as possible. And there's a bunch of different ways to minimize your expenses. So here just a little bit in a private chat, Josh and I are going to optimize the delivery here. But I want to let you guys know that where you optimize your ads to get the most amount of return on investment is right in this area. Hey guys, we're back. We're just doing a whole bunch of different crazy targeting and optimization. Josh, so far from what you've learned in the last maybe 10 minutes with me, how much is Facebook ripping off business owners on average?
Like seriously, it's just a money machine. Seriously, like if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna lose a lot of money, and Facebook's gonna win.
Yep. So here in this example, right here on this bid amount, we were doing manual bids for this install, and the suggested bid that Facebook wants us to do is about $6.33, but the average bid for app installs is only $2.20. So Facebook, on average, is overcharging $4 Australian dollars more per click just because they want to, just because you don't know what you're doing. And there's a million other examples we can use like that, but that was the biggest ripoff that we saw. So this is a pizza restaurant. We want to show you some cool stuff on how to do timed or scheduled Facebook ads for restaurants. So let's go ahead and scroll up, and let's go to from a daily budget to a lifetime budget, because you can't do timed ads on a daily budget. You can only do it on a lifetime budget. So just put on lifetime budget. Scroll down. Yeah, put that budget, whatever, of the 1,200, whatever it is, just so we're not getting those errors. And we'll change this back here in just a bit. But I just want you to see the results that we're going to get. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down. Right there, run ads on the schedule. Okay, if you were a human being on planet Earth and you like pizza or in the mood for pizza, when are you likely to buy some pizza? When do you think?
Lunchtime and dinner.
Lunchtime and dinner. So right there, could you scroll a little bit to the left so people can see the days that are there? Or maybe make your window bigger. There we go. Perfect. So let's say you have a business that's closed on Sundays and you want to have particular ads. You can just do whatever you want. For right now, let's just assume this guy's open every day. So let's just run our ad every day from like 10 to 2 and 4 to 8. So do you see that right at the very bottom where it says every day? You can just select those.
Okay. So
and each one of these are an hour, by the way.
So, okay, so 10 would be this.
Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 1, and then 2. So it stops at 3. So from 10 to 3 p.m., click on that one. Our ad is going up, and then from 4 or 5 to 8 p.m. or whatever that looks like, you can put that on there. And that's going to get your ad in front of the right people at the right times with so much different stuff. So that's all that I want to share with you guys here on our recorded coaching call. If you guys are in any of my programs, these recorded calls and the full version of these will be available in all of our member centers in our membership areas. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you reach out by going to my Facebook page at Talented Mr. Salas and send me a message. Josh and I are going to finish up this ad and make this client a lot of money. So thanks a lot for being here on the call with us.